Chad with your boy Mike. What is up, y'all?
Hey Mac, how you doing, dude?
Hey, good
Good,
man. Just chilling like a villain.
good to be back with you here, dude.
Chilling.
It's
Dude.
it's Eagles winning time. Let's go Eagles. 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 Yeah, I can actually spell it right. All right, so let's see how they do. They got the Buffalo Bills lost last week, unfortunately. I was hoping they had won, but to there's the Commanders and the um, what's the other team's name? What was the team's name again? I'm just missing it. The Eagles
Eagles
just played
and the Kansas
City
uh
Chiefs. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
So the Chiefs are done. The Eagles moved on. The Buffalo Bills are done, and the Commanders moved on. I believe that's correct. If I for that game. So
I thought the Bills were gonna go, but they lost by a couple points.
yeah, the refs were. I felt like the refs were rigging that game against them a little bit, but stupid.
Yeah, me too.
That stupid person. I don't care for her name being. I forget because I just don't care for her. That's why it doesn't even come to me right away. It's that popular singer. Uh, you probably know who I'm talking about. She dates the one guy on football.
Really.
Uh, maybe you don't either know who I'm talking about.
I don't.
I know who I'm talking about, but I can't remember her name. Taylor Swift, that was her name. Yeah. She's on the Chiefs team. I think that team, her boyfriend's on that team. They kept showing clips of him or of her during the game last time. But anyways, the Super Bowl is going to be this upcoming Sunday, this following upcoming Sunday on I think it'll be the yeah, it's the 15th or 16th, I mean, of February. So, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
this
yeah.
coming
The sixth
Sunday.
or the ninth. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute here. That was the wrong date. It's the ninth on February because I was like, wait, the 16th is kind of far off. Yeah, next week is the ninth. So Eagles. I hope they win, and I'll be rooting for them. Hopefully, you get to see that game. I like to watch the commercials. I remember we talked about the Super Bowl on one of our podcasts last year, and afterwards I asked you the question. I was like, "Do you remember any of the Super Bowl ads from the game?" And you couldn't really remember any. So this year, if you see any ads that you can remember that you like, if you get to watch the game, keep track of those, and we'll talk about them in the podcast. You can always, if you miss the game because you're working or something, you can always just rewatch the commercials on YouTube or something and type in like 2025 you football commercials and look them up, see them because there's some good ones sometimes. They're just like entertaining. A lot of marketing budget is put into it to advertising budget is put into it by these companies, like millions, I think hundreds of millions of dollars per minute, a couple minutes. So it's like they
And
make
I
little
think the Eagles
movies.
have a really good shot of winning this. If we play the way that we've been playing, we have a really good shot of winning this.
Yeah, it's been, I'd say the games have been pretty close lately. I mean, the Eagles have obviously dominated at the end of the games, and I hope they can pull something off. See what happens.
The only thing that scares me about the Kansas City Chiefs is their 2 point conversions. Because they pulled off a couple 2 point conversions, and that's the one thing that scares me is their 2 point conversions. but I think we still got it. But I think with the way that we play in our defense and all, etc., the way that we play, I think we're gonna beat them. I think we got the win.
True that. So, how you
And
doing,
give us
man?
all good offense.
How's your day today, dude?
Great.
Anything new you want to talk about in the pod here?
Just got Paramount Plus.
Nice. I have Paramount Plus. I watched like the South Park movies on it.
Nice.
Man.
I should watch those.
Yeah, I think we talked about them last podcast. You already actually saw them somehow. A lot of them.
Most of them.
Yeah. I don't really watch too many movies or too much TV. If I'm doing that kind of stuff, I'd rather play like Zero AD or something.
Did you
Play a
watch the
video game.
Cred one?
Yeah, I saw that one.
That was so freaking funny. Where they all go crazy for cred and they can't stop drinking cred.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Who's the source behind cred?
Yeah, what have you been watching on there? Anything good?
Um, not, not a whole lot right now. I've been watching Henry Danger on there. Old TV show of mine. Been getting back into Nickelodeon a little bit. Still watch Nickelodeon. Getting back into some old Nickelodeon shows I miss. Gonna watch some Beavis and Butthead. Gonna get back into some old shows I miss. So I saw Beavis and Butthead was on there. So I'm gonna watch them. But yeah, I don't know what else to watch besides them.
I didn't even know those ones were all on there. I didn't even know Nickelodeon and Beavis and Butthead were on there. I was never
Yep.
into that show too much, so I was more of a King of the Hill type of guy slash uh, South Park slash The Simpsons. Uh, you like The Simpsons? You ever watch The Simpsons?
Oh yeah, Simpsons were funny as shit.
Hmm. You're kind of like you're kind of like Homer.
I am kind of like Homer.
He's drinking all the time at the bar, drinking beers and
I don't know what I'm talking about.
he got one right now. That's great.
I got Flintstone feet, man. I got big feet. I got double wide feet. I actually do have a wide foot. It's kind of funny. I had to buy double wide feet, double wide shoes because I can't buy the regular
Eh,
shoes. Funny.
maybe you might be more like Krusty the Clown then, actually. Now that I think about it, you're like Krusty the Clown. Oh, that's great because you have the
Not even
big feet.
joking. Like
And,
I can't find I can't buy like regular shoes at a shoe
uh,
store 'cause I had to buy like
I
double wide
understand.
shoes because like not even joking. I had double wide feet. Not joking. It's kind of
Yeah, I
annoying
get you.
actually.
I believe you. There's other people like that. You wear an odd size shoe, so you have to go online probably, or like you have to know your shoe size. What do you order them online, or do you go to a special
Yeah, I order
store?
them online.
And you probably like you have to like look really hard for a good pair because like a lot of shoes don't even have the size that you want.
Yep.
I get it, man. I'm in that space. I do sales of that kind with shoes and stuff. I'm like, I've got a big pair of shoes with me right now. Actually, maybe I could send them to you if they fit you. Hang on a second here. Talk about what your shoe size is for a second, or like talk about an experience you had going to a shoe store in your lifetime when you were young and there wasn't internet, like and a way to buy stuff online, and how you had to deal with that.
Eh, mainly just going shoes ripping when I had a regular shoe. I had a my so the when I had a regular size shoe, the the when I have a regular size shoe, it would just like rip on the side. So I just had to order a double wide shoe. So now I just ordered a double wide shoe. So I have to order them online. And yeah, now I have to order them online. And that's really it. Now I have to order them online.
Nice, Eisman.
And that's really it.
What were you saying?
I was just saying how the when I used to try regular buy regular shoes. The when I got regular shoes, the whole when I got regular shoes, the holes, it would just like rip the sides of them. It would just rip the sides of them. So that's why I would just buy double wide shoes because it would just rip them. So now I just buy double wide shoes and it just doesn't do that anymore. So now I just get double wide shoes.
Yeah, I couldn't find the shoes I was talking about, but they're like a size 13 now. They're actually like not wide. I just realized you're probably like a size like 10 with 3 wide or something. Like, what is your length of shoe?
Length, I'm a 10.5.
Okay. Yeah, they probably wouldn't fit you then anyways. I got this like weird pair of Nikes that I'm looking to like give away to someone or just might donate them. But
I'm a 10.5.
yeah, but they're like triple wide or something. You said like 3X wide.
Yeah.
Huh. Shit.
Why?
That's
What are
crazy.
they?
Hmm.
What are they?
They're like 13s though. I don't know if they're even how wide they are. I forget.
13s?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, you got a big foot.
No, they're not mine. I never wore them. I've had them. They're just like I got them for like $1 at a shop, and they're real nice shoes. They're like super nice Nikes, but um
13. That's a big
yeah, I just
foot.
I was looking to give them to someone hopefully, but
You
I
should
might
put them on
don
eBay.
I might just donate them. Yeah, I could do that too.
You drinking any beer or whiskey today?
Uh, just got my water with me. I do have some wine. I might go grab a glass at some point. You do any workout today, man? How's your health and fitness going?
Not today, but when I start working, I'll be doing a lot of walking.
What about crunches and sit-ups and push-ups?
I haven't done any of those recently. So I haven't been in the mood.
You want to do some now?
Not really.
I know you don't.
Just don't want to, man. Don't push
Neither,
me.
neither do I. So
I do want to buy that sweatshirt though. When I have my paycheck, I do want to get one of those sweatshirts.
nice. Fuck
I do
yeah.
believe in aliens, so I do want to get one of those. How much do they cost?
Mm, I forget.
I guess like $25.
I think it's more. Probably like 40 or 50 or 60 even. I don't know. Could be more than that.
Damn.
Yeah, because it's all over print. Like you can only you can't get these anyplace. Like you can't buy this at Walmart. They don't have anything. They don't have this particular design at Walmart with all this crap on it. It's all over print. Even this bottom part is printed, and this part is printed.
Okay.
So, and it's got two pockets, a zip. I don't like
I
this.
like those.
I don't know that I don't like this hoodie that much. How it feels anymore. It was good for like the first year or two. It's just I like the hoodies better, like the ones without the zip up. The quality is very good on those that I sell, and they also cost less. So I would recommend one of those over one of these. But
Right.
mhm. Yeah, you get yourself all kinds of merch like I do, and it's like whatever, man. It's like wearing a skin in a video game. Nobody else has this video game skin. This is my video game skin.
Pretty sweet.
Uh, uh, so
What's your
is there
what's your
anything else?
what is your favorite type of whiskey that you like to drink?
I know I like whiskey that's on the in like the $40 range per bottle. I don't really care for like the Jack Daniels is like too. It's not really like real whiskey in my opinion. Like there's, I mean, it is real whiskey, but it's not like real. It doesn't. It's like too sugared down. I don't know. There's something weird about it. It's like too much syrup in it. I usually drink Jack Daniels because it's cheap, and I'm okay with drinking it. But my favorite whiskey would be in like the $40 range. Uh, I forget the names of all of them all.
Yo, do you like peanut butter?
Yeah, the peanut butter whiskey is like Jack Daniels. It's a low class whiskey. It's like I drink Jack Daniels, I'll drink the peanut butter whiskey. But that's just if I want to have like a cheap whiskey. If I want to actually drink something that tastes like good, I would go for the $40 plus whiskeys, like 40 to $60. That's the real good price range. Most of them will be good around there. Have you ever had a whiskey in the $40 plus price range?
Oh yeah, that's what I'll be doing when I start working. Is get myself a really nice whiskey.
There's this cool one that my buddy got me for my birthday. It's like in that price range. It's a Japanese whiskey. It's like $40. I forget what it's called, but just go to the Japanese section and you'll find it.
Cheers, mate.
Have you ever had what's it called? It's a rice wine or rice uh, drink made in Japan called sake.
Sake? I've had sake before.
Yeah, that's good too. I haven't had that in a while. It's kind of pricey because it comes all the way from Japan, and it's good though. It's like smooth.
Sake. Sake gets you fucked up sometimes.
Oh, I gotta get some of that again now that I'm thinking about it. It's like this good smooth taste. Uh, Damn, I have to get a bottle of that now that we're talking about this. It's been a minute. I got real sake glasses and a sake holder that I bought that was made in Japan from Japan when I was in Japan, and I brought it on the plane back with me here. It's kind of this cool memory. But Japan is a beautiful place, man. If you can get to go there someday, I 100% recommend it. Everybody there is pretty friendly and helpful, even though they don't speak your language for the most part.
You have to go to your wine and spirits and get yourself a bottle of wine and spot. Get yourself a bottle of sake.
Yeah, Japan was beautiful, man. You got Tokyo, one of the busiest cities in the world. They have like the famous walkway where there's like every day millions of people go across it. That's one of the first experiences that I got to have when I got there. Uh, then going to different places. I went to Kyoto, Nara, Osaka, a few other places. Osaka is like famous for their street food and they have great fish or sushi, which is what I had there. And then
I
yeah,
love
and then Nara, Japan, where there's deer that are roaming around and they come up to you and uh, you can basically like they'll come up and they all surround you if you buy some crackers and you're like handing them out to the deer and they'll just like attack you for the crackers pretty much. Um, so many beautiful different old um, historic castles and landmarks, parks, the most beautiful parks. Shinjuku had one of my favorite parks that I went to. Uh, Big Shinjuku is like a big party city. It was the only place where people would throw trash on the ground. It was kind of the dirtiest of all of them. Every place else in Japan was clean, but it was kind of like the party area. I went out to a club there and danced and stuff and like had a good time. Giant club DJ music. I saw a music show with a different type of music show there as well, which was just like a live band, and that was very interesting how like the crowd was and how it was way different than going to any show in the US. Everybody was like had this orderly thing of being at a live show. It was this awesome thing. Experience so much great food, ramen, um, in Kyoto, Japan. Just a beautiful, more like laid back outside of the city place. Some castles, some like awesome streets to go down, marketplace streets. And I was there for Halloween. I actually that was a different part of Japan. So I've been to a bunch of different parts. I basically just showed up there and went to wherever I felt like that day. And at nighttime, I would book wherever I ended up being. I would book a little capsule hotel for like $40. A couple times I slept out. I didn't even sleep. I slept like at a park or outside. I just stayed out the whole night and never even uh, got a hotel or anything because it's one of the safest countries in the world is Japan. Dude, so many great times and things, memories from that place. I'm looking forward to going back there someday. For sure.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Guess what? I get from working at Walmart, I get a 10% discount, and I get free Paramount Plus, and I also get a discount from auto the auto mechanic. So I get like good discount from the auto care. So there's some good discounts from Walmart. It's pretty nice.
Hmm.
Good discounts from working there.
Nice.
Kind of funny though. I'll be doing some shopping for my parents. So when I we get done working overnights, doing some shopping for my parents when I get done working overnights.
Hmm.
When I get done,
Yeah, you'll be doing the shopping, getting that 10% discount, right?
yup.
10% is 10%. That's $10 off of every $100 you spend. If you spend $10,000 a year, you save $1,000. There you go.
That is true. Very nice. Gonna start saving up for a house. I still like my idea for saving up for my tiny house idea. I'll save up for the lots right next to my parents' place.
Bro, I just saw they have a $20,000 house now. It's a nice one. The Boxable place we were talking about. You can buy a house for $20,000 from them, and it has everything that you need in it. It's got the bed, kitchen, laundry, um, bathroom, and everything. $20,000. That's like the price of a car. It's not a big place. It's a very tiny home, obviously, but it has everything that you need. So it's like that's kind of cool for $20,000, and you can fold it up and drive it to different places. So if you want to move from one place to another, pack it up, throw it on the back of your truck bed or whatever, head on over to wherever you're going next. And it costs a lot of money if you're going to be buying different houses in your lifetime. If you buy one house and then you want to move to another house, that takes a lot of time and money and effort. But with these little tiny homes, you can just pack them up, and that saves all this time of having to look to buy a new home. You just got to find some land, obviously, or someplace to put it. But I think I don't know if like trailer parks will let people like set these things up in them. I don't know how all that works, but I kind of want one. One of these a 20. I like
Nice.
the $60,000 ones. I think are much nicer, but obviously, but the $20,000 ones are awesome too. You can buy like 20 of those things, like 10 of those things. $200,000 for 10 of them, and set one up next to another, and rent out 9 of them. or something. They're like, it's fucking hilarious. These little boxes that people are living in.
I still like the idea I have save up for a tiny house idea. Tiny house. Get a plot of land, then take down all the trees, install it, get an IO system in there, get all the electric system in there, get a driveway, get a shed, maybe a pool one day.
Yeah, there's so much land out in Florida where you're at. There's like, isn't there a lot of like you lived in a trailer park, right? Before your house, before your trailer got blown over or whatever.
A trailer?
Yeah, you had a trail. Was it a trailer you had, right?
Yeah, but it got destroyed by a hurricane. That's done. That's over
How,
with.
so how much did it cost to live there? Like, did you have to buy the land, like rent the land, or like how did that work? Like, was that trailer already there, or did you buy the trailer and
Rented
put
it.
it?
I
Huh?
rented the land. I rented the land and the RV for my parents, and well, I rented it, and then the deal was if I rented it and if I would have paid it off from them, I would own it. But since it was destroyed, I don't have the RV anymore. So
That was RV.
yes, I mean RV,
Okay.
RV.
So RVs, are those the ones you can drive those, right? That's what an RV is. Like you can drive it from one spot to another. Like it has a driving wheel inside of it, or did you have to like tow it on the back of a truck to move it?
Yeah, huh?
Well, for RV, you said you have an RV. Is that the kind of thing that you can drive, or do you have to tow it?
No, it was the one that you towed.
Okay. Did you have to buy that and then bring it there, or was that already there when you rented the land?
My
Your
my
parent or
dad
whatever.
towed it.
Okay,
My dad towed it because I didn't have a truck.
gotcha. So you guys had to buy it beforehand, and then you rented out the land, and then you drove your RV to the land that you were staying on.
Yes, yes.
And how much, like, do you know how much it costs to like get that land, or like to rent that land per month or whatever?
It's like $125.
Oh, yeah, that's actually very reasonable. So is that all
It
you had to
wasn't too
pay?
bad.
Is that all you have to pay per month? Like you don't have to pay anything else
Yeah, it wasn't too
b-
bad.
besides like internet? Like does that cover electricity, uh,
And sewage and everything else.
sewage?
Yeah,
It covers all of that for 125 a month plus the
yeah,
land. Are you sure? That sounds too good to be true.
yeah.
Wow,
No, serious.
that's
Like you would able
reasonable.
to dump everything in there, and as long as you had your own totes and everything to dump everything in there, that was it.
You
I
probably
think
just
the
had to.
most annoying thing was to dump your own sewage.
Oh, you had to dump your own
That
sewage there.
yeah,
They didn't have a sewage
that was the
system.
most annoying thing was to dump your
Okay.
own sewage.
Yeah.
Because whenever it got fool. You had to go outside, dump your sewage and the dirty water out and with the new, and then yeah, that was the most annoying part was to dump it in out with the new.
Yeah,
That was the most annoying
there
part.
wasn't like a truck that came around and like got the
No,
sewage.
they had your own water, and
What
that
did
was
it?
the fee,
s-
125. That
Yeah,
line, that's
yeah,
why
I
it
get it.
was more
Yes, yeah, that's why it was a good
because
deal.
water
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh, oh wait, did you say you have no water either?
No, not no. I mean, my bad. That's what included water and everything,
Okay,
sewage
yeah.
and
How
yeah.
did you get? How did you get rid of this sewage? Like you said it. So you had like a big thing that collected everything, like all the shit and everything in it, like a big tube, like bowl. Like, can you explain that? Because I don't know. I don't. I never lived in one.
not so that was my uncles and aunts. Okay, well the it's like a circle thing that you tight around the top of the thing to the end of the end of the circle top of the end of the pipe, and then pipe, and you twist it on there. I don't know. You would have to like look it up.
No, I was just asking, like, what do you do? You take it out, okay, you got this thing, you twist it off, you get this thing out, it has all your shit in it. Do you have to dump it somewhere? Like, what did you have to do with it? Is that right?
Do you know what I'm kind of talking about? At least
That's what I'm asking. Did you said you take this thing off, it has all your shit in it, all your sewage in it, and you have to go dump it somewhere. No, I'm wrong.
it's hard to explain.
So is everything that I just said, was that completely wrong?
You're kind of right.
Okay.
You basically got like this big long orange tube that attaches to the gray tube, and then you have the the where this I forget what it's called, but where the sewage thing is on the ground, where they had the sewage thing at,
The sewage, is it
and
like a pipe, a sewage pipe or something?
yeah, sewage pipe, and then you connect it to that.
Gotcha.
That's where it goes down to.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you
You
now.
put it up there, and then you put the other ground to that.
Okay, so you just dumped it in there by hand. You had to
Yeah,
flip it over. Oh, wow. So it could get heavy if you don't do it all the time. You have to like,
and then you have like two valves. You have a gray, and then you have a water.
hmm.
You have to empty both.
Okay. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying then. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm surprised you couldn't like pay for there was like no service you could pay if you wanted to that costed money. Like it makes more sense to do it for free and do it yourself if you can. But if you're like an old person or
I
you're
guess
someone
you
that,
could pay it. I don't
yeah,
know the number to pay it, but I've always just done it myself.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't remember.
yeah, like if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. But I'm thinking like if there's someone there that's like handicapped or something or older and they can't do it, they'd probably have someone that you could hire to do it for you. Hopefully. Or you could do it. You could go knock on the different trailer doors and say, "Hey, you want me to clean out your shit every month for 20, 50 bucks?" There you go. Yeah,
I guess you
though.
could call me trailer trash for. I guess you could call me trailer trash. Say I was trailer trash for a little bit. Well, literally, I was trailer trash for a little while.
Nice. That's the American way, dude. That's actually like MAGA. uh, no, trailers are cool, man, and that's kind of cool that you got to experience that. Actually, yeah.
It was a lot of fun, actually. I miss my
uh,
RV.
So I was just bringing that up because I was thinking about these little tiny $20,000 homes, and if I was to bring one and drop it off like you did and just set one up there, I'd be the only one in that whole trailer park with a home, and everybody else would be living in these RV things. They'd all be like, "What is that? Like, what is that box home you're living in?" I'm like, "This is."
Yeah,
Oh
but I wouldn't do it all year round because of the stupid hurricanes, because they could fuck your
yeah,
RV up. That's one thing I realized. Don't do it all year round because it would fuck your day up.
yeah. That's the other reason it probably cost $150 there as well, because it's hurricane season. It's not the first time hurricanes come through Florida. It won't be the last. So
So one thing I've realized, hurricanes down here fucks your life up.
they're completely insane, man. Each time we got to like experience you freaking out, not like freaking out, like you were pretty calm, but like you kind of
It
like,
was calm at the
yeah,
end, but
yeah, yeah,
still, it
yeah,
sucks. This is
yeah.
destroyed my first home, man.
Uh,
It
that's
sucks.
insane.
I miss that RV. I miss that sucker.
Yeah, so many of them get destroyed that way. It's like, yeah, you got
Especially some others.
insurance,
Like
but
other ones were just like collapsed, like completely destroyed. Some other ones were just like completely turned over on the side. Other ones were just like destroyed, and it was just like sad, and just devastating. I will never forget Hurricane Ian. It was just devastating.
yeah, it's
It was like
insane.
that was 4 years ago now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, that's
4 years ago
crazy
now. Worst hurricane ever. Hurricane Ian.
for you. You're still here. You're good. So, yeah, it's a good thing. It, you had a good, you made the right move and you didn't stay inside of it during the hurricane. You decided to leave and go someplace safer.
Yeah, I would
So,
have died being
yeah, for sure.
wasted.
Yeah. Oh, I saw your whole place was flipped over. I think you might have survived, but you would have
Oh
been
yeah,
like
yeah,
in,
I survived. I would have died if I
yeah.
stayed.
Well, your whole thing got flipped over one time. Like you can handle a flip in that thing. I could. I mean, it depends if anything lands on you, like anything heavy, then you're done for. But you could probably handle a flip if you're like just move your. I would think a couple flips and survive it as long as it didn't. You know, you got some unlucky stuff happen, but I just plan. I in my mind, in my vision, I would see myself making it through that alive. I'm glad that your book made it out. I remember I sent you that book before your RV got destroyed, and you still got that thing. So
Yep,
that was cool.
I got everything out of my
I was
RV.
like, yes, he has the book still. It didn't get destroyed.
I got not. I got like most of my stuff out of the RV. Most of my stuff made it out.
You still have the original dragon you drew for our podcast, like the paper.
I don't know where the book went. I can't find it.
You didn't draw it in the book though. You drew it. The original dragon, like before the book.
I can't find a book. I'll have to keep looking, but I can't find a book. I know it's around here somewhere, but I can't find a book.
Do you have the dragon though that you drew before you got the book? Like he was just on a piece of paper.
Yeah, but I can't find the original book.
Uh, I'm sure it's somewhere. It's probably where I lose my headphones every time we do a podcast. I have to look for like 10, 15 minutes to find them. Just like inside the couch or something, or inside one of my pockets that I wore like last time we did a podcast. We're at 45 minutes in, man. I was gonna grab a glass of wine, but do you want to keep going
I can
or?
go do that. Yeah, let's keep going. You want to go grab a
Uh,
glass of wine and I'll go grab a glass of beer?
well, you want to keep people. We should keep this entertaining for the people who are listening. We do have listeners. Actually, man, we've been getting our view count on at least our YouTube channel and our Rumble channel went from like 0 to like 10. We have like 10 views now per video. So there's like 10, there's a couple people out there that are listening to our stuff now. Some of them have, some of them have more views than that, like 50, 100, something. But, um, I gotta get us up on the
You go grab yours
audio.
first. And we'll keep them entertained.
Yeah. We have too much like dead space in our podcast sometimes where it's like we just stare at the screen and it's like we gotta figure out what to say, some topics. You got a topic to talk about while I go grab a glass of wine?
Yep, go grab your glass of wine.
Let me hear some of it before I go. I'm kind of interested in how it starts.
I'm gonna talk about my dragon business.
All right, let me hear you. Go ahead and start talking about it. I'll walk and get it.
Well, I plan on starting my dragon business while I start working. I plan on drawing a couple dragons, and yeah, when I start working, I'm planning on drawing a couple wild dragons, and while I work, I plan on making a couple characters on um wild dragons of just crazy designs, and they're gonna be pretty sweet. I'm gonna make them gods, a couple comics, and they're gonna be pretty sweet looking, but they're gonna be nice looking.
Is that the
Got a
best
glass
you
of
can
wine?
do? Yep.
Alright, well,
Uh,
you get a glass of wine.
yeah.
I'm gonna go grab my beer then.
All right. Well, he's gone. I'm gonna talk about his dragon business. So Meck, he started out with our podcast. He talked about his how he was into drawing and stuff, and he really liked the idea of dragons. And he talked about how he was into drawing dragons with two eyes instead of one because when you do research on dragons and a lot of the images that people have made, whether it's through drawing or creating them digitally, they only have one eye, whereas ours has two eyes so it can see. It has the vision. And our dragon that he drew was kind of cool. He drew it in with the blue color and the red eyes, and it's spitting out some fire, but it's actually ice and not fire. That kind of represents Pedal to the Metal podcast as our logo. It's kind of like having an image. Yeah, we don't have it on our podcast right now. Like I have to figure. I should probably put it on our clips, but the dragon logo. We need to get Meck that once he starts getting some paychecks here, he's starting his new job soon. He might be able to get himself some dragon merch of what he was talking about, like of his own drawings. Might be wearing a dragon shirt or dragon hat, dragon everything. Bro, I'll get you merched out, bro. You'll be wearing your dragon socks, dragon hat, dragon boxers, dragon shorts, dragon pajamas, dragon everything. I got it all. I can help you out with all of that.
Oh yeah, how you plan on doing that?
Yeah,
Not
you
doing
just
business with me?
no. I'm saying if you just want to wear the stuff that you draw, I can put it on like a T-shirt for you or whatever you want. Some socks, and you can rock it. If you want to start your own business as well, that's cool too.
Why don't we go in business with each other? I could start making some sweet dragons.
I'm in business with you right now, man. We got a contract on this podcast. We're in business here. We're just slowly making progress. Because like I said when we started, it could take 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, man. We could be doing this podcast for 50 years and might finally get like a video that gets us rich or something. It could happen tomorrow too, though. Yeah, I'm saying it could happen tomorrow that we could have a video that explodes and does well. But if you think about it, if we just keep doing these and have fun with them, as long as we're having a good time, I'm having a good time. I think you're having a good time. I'd like to get some more podcast people on this year. Got some people lined up. Uh, it's time to get them on. Let's get things started for the year. Let's do it. Having
Agreed. Cheers to that, man. Cheers,
cheers.
25. It's gonna be a great fucking year.
Fuck yes.
Take your
Trump
wine,
won.
brother. Let's drink.
All right.
Take your wine.
He gets to see that I have wine. It might just be grape juice, bro. It might not be wine. I'm kidding. It's definitely wine.
Good to say you fucking lie to me.
I'm drinking the good stuff. Um, I got this big bottle of Fontanera. It's like this. It's like a double size of bottle of wine for like $13. So it's okay. It's not great. It's like just something. I'd rather have when I'm in a wine mead. I like a good wine. This one's kind of like big bottle I just had sitting around for a long time. So I was like, you know what? I'll just open it up.
Nice, mate.
Yeah, it's from Chile. Crazy, kind of interesting country. I met this girl. Her name is Fiona on this platform called uh, it's a chat platform, anyways, it was like a talking platform, and this was back when NFTs were big in 2020, 2021, and she was an artist from Chile living in California, and I bought one of her art pieces. It's like a giant piece of like ice. It's beautiful. NFT. I got one of her NFTs because I liked her personality and I liked who she was as a person. Um, Listening to her talk about her story and her artwork, and she even had her mother come on during the chat, and like they both talked about how their lifestyle was and stuff, and it's just like I listened to their whole kind of talk and their podcast, and I enjoyed it so much. And I was like, you know what? I do want to own one of her NFTs because she's a good person, and I don't mind spending. I think it. I spent like $200 or $300 to buy her NFT artwork, and that was one of the most expensive pieces of art I've ever bought. And it's on the blockchain, and it's beautiful because I know she made it, and like she's a real artist. She's not. I mean, like she's like a she makes like physical art as well. She's also a model, and owning her art is like someone that I felt like connected to more so than a lot of other NFT artists out there who post their. I mean, like you'll see their art and like you'll see like their aliens and stuff, but like you don't know the artist. I actually got to talk to Mike Mitchell too, who I bought this art from. I like to know the artists that I buy the art from, and I'm glad that I got to meet a lot of them. But anyways, this is like probably like what is an NFT? It's basically just a piece of art on the blockchain. It's like cryptocurrency type of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, wanted to share that. Do you know any artists? Have you ever known any artists in your lifetime besides yourself? I know you do drawings. Have you known anybody else that has done good drawings or uh, paintings or anything? Any kind of artwork at all? Sculptures, wood stuff, etc.
Not really, honestly. I made a smiley face out of metal.
Nice.
Don't know where that's at now.
Cool, man.
It's to wood shop. I mean metal shop. I miss MBIT.
You miss what?
MBIT.
I don't know what that is.
School. My old school. I used to take a high school. I used to go to MBIT. It's an old thing I used to take for welding. I did
Nice.
welding.
Gotcha.
Aced it, but I couldn't do the actual welding part. But I aced the inside of it.
Cool. Nice. That's awesome you got to experience that during that time period, man. Learning that stuff is important when you're young. That kind of things can go a long ways. It can help you at different things throughout life, even when you're not expecting it.
Yep.
Well, dude,
Life is a wild thing, man.
this is the best time to be alive in the history of the world right now. Is it's 100% with everything that's going on. Trump just became president after getting shot at in the ear. Uh, dude, this is like a wild time, the most funny time too. And
Best 4 years of our lives,
for
man.
the future is gonna
Jesus.
literally be great, man. It's gonna be fantastic.
It won't be the worst, it'll be the best 4 years of our life.
I doubt you're gonna be working at Walmart your whole life, dude. I think you're gonna work there for a good like you're gonna work there, but I think like you're gonna eventually move on and find something else too. It's gonna be like hopefully we both do find something that we like really enjoy building our own business, making this podcast, doing
Dude, I
things
wonder
like
if I
this.
will own my own business in the next couple of years. I wonder, I wonder if I will own my own business. I
Yeah,
hope I do.
I know that you
That'd be
talked
awesome.
about that. That's kind of like what started our podcast off is when you were trying to talk about that food truck dream of yours. You said it like, this is my dream. This is what I want. This to do the taco food truck. This is all I want in life, is what you were saying. And you talked about it for hours and hours. And I
Yeah, I'm
think you
gonna start
still,
reading a book about building robots. I just found a book. I'm gonna start reading a book about it, and I'm gonna try to build robots, man. I'm gonna read a book
so,
about it, and I'm gonna
yeah,
try to. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to do it, man.
fuck yeah.
I'm gonna read a book about it, and then I'm gonna try to build robots. I'm actually gonna read a book about it, and then I'm gonna try to build robots.
Dude, that's lit. That's freaking
I'm gonna
awesome.
read
What's the book?
a book.
You might have to
Shit, I
grab
have.
it. What are you reading it on your phone or do you have a physical copy?
It was on Kindle.
Oh,
Let me look at it. Let me look it up
gotta get
here.
the physical book, ladies and gentlemen. It's so much nicer. It's okay, man. If you can't remember it, it's not that important. I think
Um,
robots are freaking awesome, man. I think what Elon Musk is doing with um, the iRobot things is what I call them.
robotics.
The Tesla. Um,
Robotics. Everything you need to know about for beginners. Yet robotics.
yeah, the Optimus stuff that Tesla's doing is fantastic. The cool thing about the robots that he's building are they have these hands that nobody else could do. Nobody else could create these hands. They're able to do things. They can pick things up and like sew, even like sew a thread and a needle. Like they're so the hands, the most important part of the robot. I missed what it said. What did it say? Robotics, everything you need to know about robotics from beginner to expert. By who? Who's on the bottom? Can you show me the bottom of the image? By Peter McKinnon. Okay, got it. How far have you read into this book so far?
I haven't bought it yet, but I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, I thought you said you started reading it already.
I haven't yet, but I'm gonna buy it.
Okay.
It's $3 on Kindle.
All right, cool. Yeah, man, I'm interested to hear if you, about more about that and have more of these conversations in the future. That'd be a cool topic to talk about more.
Elon Musk's not the only one that can build robots.
Yeah, but he can build the best robots.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah, you will never be able to build a robot as good as he has, unfortunately.
You know.
Uh, because you're not as retarded as he is.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
He's very retarded, man. He's beyond your retardation level. You'll never, like you could go there, but you're just never gonna be able to match. Yeah, you'll just never match at his. He's beyond that. He's like no.
I'm not that retarded.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not. You in the retard club with me, man? You retarded too? I'm definitely retarded.
No, I'm smart.
Okay.
Oh, build a goddamn robots. I will be a legend. I'll build a Dan Transformer robot.
Yeah. I like the manufacturing robots. I watch all these videos where they make products and they're on these assembly lines, like whether it's a they're bottling drinks and the bottles are going one after another like this on the machine belt and then there's this other machine that comes down and it lands into the bottle and it spits out all the water or whatever the drink is into the bottle and then the conveyor belt moves over again and the bottle gets this other machine comes down and spins a cap on top of it and shuts the bottle and then it moves again and this other machine takes it and pushes it down the slide. It goes down the slide and it lands into the this like box, and the box gets sorted by another machine. I like that kind of stuff. It's just very cool, the manufacturing stuff, and we're going to be manufactured in the United States again. I'm really excited for that. And what Trump's doing is building in America again. God bless this country. I hope to see myself looking into seeing like more of that happening here. I'd love to go check out some more factories and see them myself and just look at them because they're so beautiful to like watch things being built.
Me too. I want to see those.
Yeah, there's some cool factories that you can go to and see things like that. Um, for example, a good example would be like in Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. They have like a special area where you can go on this ride and they show you how their chocolate's made. They keep some of it, a lot of it, like secret. Like it's not all shown, but it's a lot of it is shown. You get to go through on this ride and look at the different machines doing their things. You see all the melted chocolate, like before it gets cooled down. Have you ever been to Hershey Park before in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Did you ever get to experience this? I know you probably went to the amusement park, but did you get to go to the chocolate factory next to the amusement park? Or
Think so?
yeah, yeah, it's a cool things. Those are it's so cool to see that kind of thing. Hershey was an awesome chocolate bar during many wars. People would eat them, and they would give our troops like motivation, a little something special to like have some of that good chocolate with you. I don't care for her. I mean, Hershey's bars are good, no doubt. They're very good.
Very
But
nice, dude. I gotta still try Mr. Beast bars.
there's much better chocolate though than, and I tend to eat the higher quality chocolate now than I. But I'm not gonna say that Hershey's is bad. That's like American history right there. Great chocolate bar that has a good meaning to it, and like you'll see it in a lot of war movies. Even like I I just appreciate that it's in Pennsylvania as well. Being from Pennsylvania myself, they have a big amusement park here. It's like um, they have all their different chocolates at it, and a lot of different rides like roller coasters, water park, and been there multiple times when I was younger. And I even know Trump has spoken there. He spoke at the arena there one time, and it's freaking great area. Yeah, we make stuff here in Pennsylvania like that. We got Yingling, the oldest beer in America. Yingling. I haven't been to the Yingling
Oh man,
factory yet.
I've been drinking that for years and years, man. It's one of
Yeah,
my favorite beers.
I haven't been to the Yingling factory, but that's some place I'd like to go and see. I've been told it's a nice place to visit.
One of my favorite beers, man. That and Budweiser is one of my favorite beers. I personally like Budweiser over Yangli mainly because it has
Hey, Budweiser's American too.
haze.
Actually, Budweiser has a huge history in America. It's awesome beer too. Both of those are great, but the cool thing about Yuengling is it's from my state, Pennsylvania, and I can literally go visit. I think it's in York, Pennsylvania. I forget where it's at. No, maybe not, but um, bro, we're at an hour and 15 minutes on this podcast. What do you want to do here? Keep going or?
Yeah. What else to talk about?
Hmm. Well, I got this. We figure it out. Here, this is called DJ Yamaha DJX. If it works.
How random shit is that?
Yeah, I couldn't think of any other topics. Yeah, I got my DJ set working, so I'm gonna start doing some DJ sets, but not with you. But like, I also have my own music channel that I do music on sometimes, so I'm gonna start putting out more music again on there.
Nice.
You still playing guitar at all, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's cool. Definitely like playing guitar as well. Still taking lessons, or you just like
I've just been playing for fun.
cool? All right. Well, I can't think of any other topics, man.
Me neither. You want to close this out?
All right. Sure. I guess. Unless you want me to ask, I could ask Grok real quick for one. Uh, we already did health and fitness stuff, kind of. Mm,
Dude, I'm just ready to close this out.
yeah, I can't think of anything. I'm ready to close this one out too. We already did an hour and 15 minutes, so it's like,
I need to go to bed.
yeah. Um, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We're Pedal to the Metal Podcast. I'm Chadwick. That's American Meck, and this is 2025. Let's go, MAGA. Peace.